Hey everyone, I'm Shannon Morse, the producer of Before You Buy, and today I'm checking out the System76 Bonobo Extreme. This is a very obviously large laptop and it's running Ubuntu 13.10. On the hardware side of this guy, it's a 17.3-inch 1080p Full HD Color Pro display. It is a little glossy, you'll see, but you don't really notice it whenever you're sitting head-on and using it for a lot of gaming or things like that. The NVIDIA GeForce GTX 765M graphics card is included. 4th gen Intel i7 is also included, so you're getting the top-of-the-line i7 processor. You also have 16 gigs of RAM and a 120 gig solid-state drive. So moving on, I'll go ahead and show you the ports. So on this one we have a couple of USB 3.0s, there's a Thunderbolt display port, there's also this interesting eSATA/USB 2.0 combo drive port as well. And on the other side we have the Gigabit Ethernet, there's an SD card drive, you have your microphone jack as well as your headphone jack. So the keyboard on this, it's a full keyboard. You also get included on this the number pad as well. It's a nice addition to this full keyboard. However, I did have some problems with the Clickpad. I noticed whenever I went to click with the right or left button and my mouse is way up at the top, once I click, the mouse will move down just a few inches. So it has a few problems trying to figure out where my fingers are on the Clickpad. So I ended up using a mouse pretty much the whole time that I was playing games on this. You also have a 2 megapixel HD webcam on here, so you're going to get average call quality on this as far as Skype goes. And the dimensions of this are 16.5 inches by 11.54 inches and almost 2 inches in height. It's huge. And I guess I should mention, it's almost 9 pounds. Yeah, 9 pounds. So I don't see myself carrying this with me when I go on a plane, ever, at all. I would probably just leave this at home or at the most take it to a LAN party and that's it. So my pros on this, it does have a beautiful display. It's nice and bright. It's glossy, but you don't see a lot of issues with that on this computer. And it's fully spec'd out for really easy use in Ubuntu. System76 says that their firmware and their software is all customized to work well with the hardware. So you won't find any issues with driver problems and things like that whenever you're trying to use Ubuntu. For example, on one of my old computers that I have at home, I always have issues trying to connect to the wireless whenever I install Ubuntu or another Linux operating system on that PC. With this one, you don't have those issues. So that's a definite plus, especially for System76. And on the con side, you might hear this in the background, the fan is really, really loud. The touchpad, of course, is very hard to get used to. And of course, it's super heavy. So if you're buying this, it's going to be a PC replacement. So it's obviously for a very niche market. It's for Ubuntu users, people that want to play some video games, and somebody who doesn't necessarily need to bring it on the road with them all the time. For this one, I'd have to give it a try. I had a good time playing with it, but it's definitely really big and very, very, very heavy. My name is Shannon Morse, and this was the System76 Bonobo Extreme.